It is no exaggeration to say that this project, funded by the Dutch Foreign Ministry to unlock the Fagel collection, is of the highest strategic importance for the library. This collection has held pride of place here for over 200 years, known as a treasure, but for its scale and depth, it's really been underused and is anxiously waiting further exploration. The library wants every single item in its collections to be accessible to our researchers, every book, every manuscript. It's simply not acceptable to expect researchers of today to work with a basic 19th century listing of a collection of such importance. That's why we're describing every single item, every book and pamphlet in this collection, in order that they are accessible when they're wanted, when they're needed, and as quickly as possible.
Thanks to the investment by the Dutch government, the ability of the library to hold a unique digital record of each item is going to transform our ability to access this library into the future. Firstly, by making digital photographs of especially prioritizing rare and unique items, and then opening this collection to all the opportunities that lie ahead in teaching and in research, both here at Trinity and in collaboration with other institutions.
I think a major feature of this project is the international cooperation, whereby we're providing records of every book and pamphlet into the short title catalogue of the Netherlands. This is the National Bibliography of the Netherlands, meaning an even wider pool of researchers and the public can access this collection around the world.
The short title catalogue Netherlands is our tree of life. Just like biologists have taxonomy and nomenclature to classify all living creatures, researchers in the humanities make use of national bibliographies. And these national bibliographies allow us to distinguish between different editions. In the Fagel collection we have 4 or 5 different editions of the Plakkaat van Verlatingen. And if we want to distinguish between the different editions, we need tools to do that. And the short title catalogue Netherlands provides us with those tools. We have a fingerprint that makes it possible to say exactly that one copy is very different from another one. The fingerprint is also very useful to see if one book is unique worldwide. And you can understand how researchers in the humanities are most interested in finding these sole surviving copies in the Fagel collection.
What I find a particularly promising outcome of this project is that it helps reconnect the sources in Trinity with the Fagel sources in the Netherlands, such as the Griffiersarchief in the Nationale archief. And this really facilitates research into the Fagels, into their position in government and into the Dutch state as a whole at the time, because it helps tell the complete story. Individually, the sources from either collection can tell parts of this story, such as these wonderful maps here, which show the siege of Tournai and the Battle of Rocoux, major 18th century events, with all their exquisite colors, their details, their descriptions. They really bring these events to life much better than any written text could. But they only tell part of the story, and questions are unanswered, such as what led up to these events, what were the consequences for the Dutch state, were the Fagels involved at all, and if they were, what were the ramifications, such as a Dutch defeat at Rocoux. To answer all these questions, one needs to look at both the sources in The Hague and in Dublin. This project will significantly ease that research, and I believe it will open up a lot of interesting research opportunities.
This first major milestone step in recording digitally every book and pamphlet in this extraordinary collection is moving us very quickly towards our major ambitions to provide access to this collection in its entirety in a digitised and digital form. Through this process, we will transform the research experience, enabling researchers around the world to link up this collection to related items and collections in other institutions in Europe and internationally.